This video is brought to you by Card Kingdom, and while supplies last, if you mention Saffron Olive in your order notes, we'll hook you up with a free Saffron Olive sticker with any Card Kingdom order.
Hey everybody, it is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger, welcoming you back to another episode of Single Scoop. This week for our Best of One fun, we're going to be playing Simic Flash. I wrote a little bit about it in the State of the Meta for Best of One, with M20. So I decided we would take one of these decks to show you how well it's been doing, and how actually it's been very fun. And this deck is mostly cheap, right? You can actually do without the Mu Yanlings if you want. It really just requires the 4 Night Pack Ambushers, and like the breeding pools and the Hinterland Harbors are very nice. It's not as cheap as Mono Blue, but it is still on the cheaper side, at least when it comes to like rare cards and stuff like that. Because assuming you might already have breeding pools and Hinterland Harbors and all that from before, now you get to go ahead. All you need to do is craft the Night Pack Ambushers. The Mu Yanlings can be anything else if you want. I just like her, so I wanted to try her. So, but yeah, the whole point of the deck is it seems almost a little bit like Mono Blue. Play a few 1-drops here and there, cheap threats, and then counter your opponent out of the game. But the fact is we do everything on their turn, and we get rewarded with it because we got Brineborn Cutthroat, which is another new card. We'll go over that in a little bit. But yeah, just the game plan, do everything on their turn. We don't play Curious Obsession. We do care, like, things that resolve on the board are a little problematic. Maybe if you didn't want to craft Mu Yanlings, instead you can go ahead and use Unsummon and stuff like that. Unsummons are a great way to get stuff back into their hand, turning our counter spells back on, stuff like that. And other than that, there's only really one way we're ever beating shifting Triceratops or whatever the 5/4 with Pro Blue, and that is with a Night Pack Ambusher blocking it or making enough wolves to block it. Yeah, let's go over the deck. As I told you, everything's on their turn. So first off, we have this sweet new 1-drop from M20. Some very sweet cards have come from M20 to make this archetype viable. This has Flash, and for 4 mana, you can draw a card. So it's just a 1/1 with flying for some time being. And then when your opponent doesn't deal with this eventually becomes a way for you to get more cards to refill your hand. Because the issue with this deck, if you've seen me talk about it on my stream, stuff like that, my issue with it is that it has no way to really... It doesn't have a big card advantage spell, right? It does out of the sideboard, I guess, and that's out of Vivian, maybe. I wanted to see if I could squeeze maybe like a Jace or something. Who knows? Just some way to draw cards constantly. And this is the best way to do it. That's cheap, efficient, and has Flash. Of course, we have Brineborn Cutthroat, one of the cards I had mentioned, the payoff for a big payoff for this deck. It's a 2-mana Flash 2/1, but whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, you put a 1/1 counter on Brineborn Cutthroat. This means things like, Merfolk Trickster they can't do the trick where let it swing, tap it down, and then it shrinks and becomes a 2/1 because it gets the 1/1 counters permanently, so it will still have the counters, which is sweet. This is a huge draw to this style of deck because it can grow. It can even outrace sometimes wild growth walkers and just big creatures if it can get there. If you get there quick enough. Of course, we have the all-star, the wolf, the wolf lord here, the Night Pack Ambusher, 4 mana Flash. Other wolves and werewolves you control get +1/+1. Beginning of your end step, if you didn't cast a spell this turn, create a 2/2 green wolf creature token. Now this is the other payoff in this deck. You get to just do, once again, everything on their turn, so you don't have to worry about casting this on your turn. But at the end of your turn, if it's made a full cycle from their turn to yours, you now make a 2/2 wolf, which then becomes a 3/3 if they don't deal with this. And this card just goes... This overruns your opponent, just like it goes wild on them. And on top of that, when you eventually make enough wolves, you don't really have to worry about deploying more threats. You can just sit back on them and just let the wolves go to town, destroy your opponent. And when they try to do anything, you counter them out of the game. Lastly, I had mentioned we have Mu Yanling, the Sky Dancer. 3 mana, +2 until your next turn. Up to 1 target creature gets -2/-0 and loses flying. Create -3, create a 4/4 blue elemental bird creature token with flying, and -8, you get an emblem with islands you control, have tap, draw a card. Okay, so I guess this could be a way for us to draw a ton of cards, but I feel like if we're embleming with this, I think things have gone well for us for quite some time now. A lot of people are a little split on Mu Yanling, but I think Mu Yanling is amazing. So far, she's been fun. I don't think she's like the best card. It's not like she's going to be replacing Narset or Teferi, anything like that. The 3 mana Planeswalker slot is very powerful. But Mu Yanling does do some things. It makes it so that, you know, well, I'm not going to lie to you. Since hitting the ladder with best of one, I've been seeing a lot of Simic Flash, a lot of things that are flying. So the fact that things like Feather lose flying and get -2, -0 is relevant. It makes our Night Pack Ambusher and our Army of Wolves, maybe just some other things are able to block it. Our Brineborns can block things. And of course the 4/4 Elemental Bird, which is very nice. So without holding up any longer, let's see how we do on the ladder. D-Ting will be our first opponent. Go ahead and try to run it like this. Let's keep this. We have the Syncope. We don't have the double blue, but that should be fine. Yep, I get it. Can't click my opponent's cat. Alright. Yeah, we just got... I think we're just going to have to hope to hit the second blue here. We'll go ahead and pass to them. I mean, we're on the play, so I really like Syncopate. If we were on the draw, maybe this would be a little bit of a looser hand. But since we're on the play, I like it. We just got to draw one more. Come on, give me an island. All I need is an island. You can tell... I can't help but click on literally everything on the board as I wait. Nice. Alright. See what happens here. It looks like they're on Jund. It's something with dinosaurs. This is a problematic matchup, isn't it? I don't draw a land here. We're in trouble. Nice. Blue land. Exactly what we need. So we should be good now. So we have an island, so we can cast Sinister Sabotage. Countering the Marauding Raptor. That's got to be important. Out of that too, why not? Counter all their cheap enablers. Get all those out of here. This is fine. They can commune. They will be able to, like, shifting Ceratops is kind of like unbeatable, but whatever. Yep, there it is. Tell you what, it's going to resolve. Good news, can't attack with it right away. I can, if I want, fire off this Night Pack Ambusher. But I guess if the token is... No, I need the Ambusher. That's like how we're going to beat this. Just by getting dunked on by the Ceratops for like the first turn or so. I'll let them pump. None of, like, we'll take extra damage if need be, but we need to get the Ambusher to connect or to stick on board. That's fine. Alright, so we go Ambusher. Attack. Do they have Collision Colossus? If they do, they'd block. Alright, sweet. Pass back to the opponent. And now we just sit and relax. And unless they play another Ceratops, then we can't really stop that. Well, I guess we can. It won't feel like we can throw a wolf in front of it. Alright. Let's go ahead and, I guess, use Frilled Mystic to counter the Rotting Regisaur before they start giving that trample. We pretty much have to counter just whatever they play. We're not blocking the Shifting Ceratops here because there's no point. Only the wolf can block it. That's if they decide to swing. Pretty much not doing anything unless I can... Oh. This would allow me to cast both. You know what? No, it's fine. Okay. That should be fine. We can tap down the Odopac Huntmaster. Counter another threat. No, I'm not going to take the damage. I'm going to just pass to the opponent here. So let's see what they cast into this. We have Frilled Mystic. I would like to just cast the Trickster. Maybe that would have been the right play to shock, cast Trickster, tap down Odopac Huntmaster, leave them with only one. Although their mana reduction is quite crazy right now. Okay, so it could be another Jundosaurus. Ooh, Galta. Galta's actually... Oh, wait. Yeah, Galta's not that big a deal, right? I mean, I'll counter it anyways, just to counter it. Because I was like, we could just tap Galta. Alright. Nice! And we take the match. Good luck, Sully. I like this hand. If a turn 1 play on board, we could also potentially bluff that we're mono blue. We're not. We're not actually that far from it. I think we're like a wolf, an ambusher, and Frilled Mystic away from being pretty much mono blue. I am, however, very curious. Why don't we play Curious Obsession, I guess? I mean, I guess we want more counter spells. That's pretty good. Like, nothing can ever resolve against this deck is the goal, I guess. And, you know, of course, that would require us to also have a creature on board, and the turns where we don't, it kind of does nothing. Yeah, okay. Because my only gripe with this deck so far is the fact that we do not have a crazy card advantage engine. I thought maybe throw a Jace in here or something like that. Nope. Uh-oh. This is not good. Could probably throw some unsummons in here, too. For stuff that does hit the board. Also, we can, like, use unsummons defensively to bounce, let's say, our own Frilled Mystic or a Nightpack Ambusher back to our hand. No need to play the green source right now, so I'm just go ahead and get in there with one. This could be Simic Steal Your Stuff, Simic Combo, the Flood of Tears one, because Nexus of Fate, thankfully, is not legal here. Nice. That's a creature that you can't have. Okay. I like the idea of shocking and holding up. So I get to play Sailor. Now, potentially, I could flash something in just to remove a Llanowar Elf. Like, flash in a Sailor, kill a Llanowar Elf, and be on my way with it. This way, it slows down their ramp. No. Uh-oh. Does the opponent? No. They should swing with that Llanowar Elf so then I can just flash in the Spectral Sailor. Swing with the Llanowar Elf. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. I mean, clearly they saw that I shocked. I wouldn't shock for nothing. Or would I shock for nothing? And I'm just trying to bait the opponent. Okay. It's my turn. Sure. I'll attack with 2 Sailors, pass back to them, let them do their thing. So if they play Vivian here, or I mean Nissa, that is a problem. And now we just attack and pass the opponent again. Do they have something of their own to flash in? I see Memorial to Genius in a blue-green deck. I have to either assume they're trying to steal this, or they could be the Flood of Tears variant. So the Flood of Tears variant, they do need 4 permanents on the board to flash back. I mean, to return to their hand. Luckily for us, because of Spectral Sailor, we get to kind of hide what we have in hand, because at any point we can always activate it, meaning that it could represent a counter spell. Ookie. I'll draw a card. Aw, lame. Spell Pierce. That's a creature. You can't Spell Pierce that. Should probably put a Vivian in here or something like that. This looks like Simic Steal Your Stuff, though. Yep, just go ahead and pass here. Make another wolf. Pass back to them. 4, 1, 2, 3. So they could steal 2 things with Mass Manipulation, which is probably all they need. If they steal only 1, maybe they play around Spell. I mean, whatever. Syncopate. They have to use all 4 of their blues. They can steal 2 things, leaving them with only 1 mana open. If they do that, I can Spell Pierce them. Or if I were them, I mean, like, if I were them, I would actually just steal the Nightpack Ambusher. I don't know if these other wolves really matter. Alright. So we will Spell Pierce them. Alright, so it was Simic Steal Your Things. Let's draw a card. Very cool. Frilled Mystic. Very cool. Very cool. Very cool. Alright, now we got a Frilled Mystic. This has to be a blast and a half to play against. This deck is just all mind games. This deck is such a meme. Oh wait, hold on. Let's do this the proper way. First, play Brineborn Cutthroat. Then we play Frilled Mystic to grow. And now that should be lethal. On its own, yep, that's lethal. So we just swing out. Cool. No matter what, that's lethal. We got it. It's got to be a time and a half to play against this deck. Woo! What a hoot. Could they have a counter spell? No, what are the odds? Yep. So they're blocking, they're moving their Krasis to the Night Pack Ambusher. That's still enough for lethal. GG's. Alright, and we're up against Foxy Daddy. Good luck, opponent. Keep. We're definitely going to keep this hand in. We're going to start off with Island. Well, if we have something fun to do, we most likely don't. Or do we? Unless we draw like a Spell Pierce or something. Syncopate will be fine. Alright, go ahead and lead off with Syncopate. Island, so next turn we can hold up Syncopate for 1. Opponent's scrying with a Temple of Silence. Could this be the Vampiric Menace? I mean, you know what I'm doing. I haven't played anything. I've just been sitting and chilling. Alright, so it's Esper. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and play Trickster. We know we can shock with the Breeding Pool because, well, they're playing Esper, so we've probably got some time to maneuver. Ooh. And they're on Guildgate control. I mean, not like we're on that fast of a clock either. But nice thing is, as long as they're playing just one spell a turn, we can super duper counter them. These Syncopates will hit them pretty hard. Actually, I think we should speed up this clock. Let's speed up this clock. Let's play... Take the action. Counter Narset with Frilled Mystic. Go. And now we just sit behind this 5 a turn. We have 3 turns. Okay, so we countered their Bellhaunt with a Syncopate for 1, which also gives us the opportunity to... Oh, there we go. That's what we need. That's what we need. We found a Brineborn Cutthroat. Exactly what we need. They have to have a board wipe or something to deal with these. Or if not, it's over. And the nice thing about the Syncopate is it exiles the Bellhaunt, so they can't bring it back or anything funny like that. Oh, opponent just shocked. Play a Godless Shrine. I think they're tired of playing Guild Gates. I think here. If they play... I mean, that's fine. They mortify the Frilled Mystic. That's okay. Yeah, sure, that's fine. Because they could have something like a Sweeper effect or who knows what else they might have. I'm just going to play the Brineborn at the end of their turn. Nice. So they casted Absorb. So we only have to do it for 1. We can Syncopate the Absorb for 1. And it doesn't matter because Merfolk Trickster and Brineborn Cutthroat is 4 damage and that's lethal. GG's. Alright, we're up against Slippy Frog. I wonder if that's a Star Fox reference. Because if it is, I like it. It has to be. Spell Pierce, Syncopate, Breeding Pool, Island, Trickster, Frilled Mystic, Night Pack, Ambusher. I'll keep this. I will definitely keep this. No, they have the Forest Llanowar Elf turns. Why? Why, SpongeBob? Why? Don't know if that's what I want in my life. We'll just counter them out of the game. Well, that's odd. I can't seem to counter that. So, never mind. We will not counter anything out of the game. Ooh, Assassin's Trophy. This might be a pickle. Don't want to lie to you, YouTube. It isn't looking great. They resolved a threat? That's a problem. I guess I should have probably countered this this Merfolk Branch Walker, but whatever. I'm just going to play a forest, and I'll shock next turn if I need to. Oh boy. I have to counter this Wildgrowth Branch Walker, or else we get sent into a world of hurt. And we can Spell Pierce the Assassin's Trophy. Stem the bleeding, so we gotta block the 3/2. Yeah, I think I have to shock for this. I will shock for this. Take the damage, I guess? Oh, boy. I think I know what they have here. Go to blue. Let that blow up my land. Grab a green. And now, what is the line here? Do we flash in the wolf? Doesn't matter because they can immediately answer the Night Pack Ambusher anyway. We want to be able to flash in the Frilled Mystic and block with it. And hold up Spell Pierce. I think I will. Yeah, I will. I'll hold this up. Because if we can get rid of the... Yeah, okay, cool. That's what I thought. The fact that we got... Like, it does seem weird to go ahead and fire something like that off, but... If they use the Assassin's Trophy, that's good news for us. Well, the more time they give us, the better. Like right now. They're giving us quite a bit of time. They're also drawing a lot of cards, but they're giving us a lot of time here. Sure. Another little mana friend. Block. Alright, so we cleared off the 2/4. Alright, we have double Nightbush Ambusher. Night Pack Ambusher. Ambusher. Why can I not say Ambusher? Ambusher? Ambusher. Ambusher. Yeah, there you go. Got it. Nailed it. Yeah, I may as well try to force him to use it now. Okay. They blow up my Ambusher. Forcing me to grab another forest. Sure, even out my mana. Probably should go for another island, but it's fine. See what they play here. Okay. So now we can go double Spell Pierce, right? Right. Okay, counter that. Send that into the sun. 7. I'm going to actually keep the Hinterland Harbor. So let's go Ambusher into Sinister Sabotage next turn, which is all we can really ask for. Tapping all the green. Okay, so Llanowar Elf down. Ooh, we got a Moo on the board. The only thing I don't like. We're a little too far behind to do anything with Moo. Go ahead. Go ahead. We already have the perfect mana. Resolves. Let's grab another island. Pass back to the opponent. Get a wolf. Now we just hold out. Get them to... There we go. Syncopate. Exile that. Fine. Because then at turn after this, we can probably go Moo, Yanling, hold up. Oh, nice. Moo Yanling. Didn't get player yet. We are up against Toad. Right now we are on a ridiculous win streak. Turns out that, you know, if you just counter everything, it does wonders. Telling you this right now, YouTube. This is a new one. This is groundbreaking. If I just counter every spell my opponent plays, turns out that's pretty good. Okay. Let him have that as if I could do anything anyways. Let's hope that it's just creatures. Is it going to be the same mirror? Is it going to be a mirror? I can't imagine it being a mirror. Alright, so it's Temur Elementals. Alright, pass the opponent. I don't know if this is that problematic. Like, it's a little iffy letting them have anything, but I think there's better creatures to counter. It's fine. Sure, that's fine. They have a lot of mana. But I don't think we're trying to counter that. We're trying to counter the payoff. So we have to keep in mind they have 6 mana, so we want to get Spell Pierce value as early as we can here. Like, we actually can't deal with a Chandra if they have 6 mana Chandra. Chandra the Awakened Inferno. Cool, Spell Pierce value already. That's good for us. End of their turn, that's when we'll go ahead and play the Brineborn Cutthroat. Sure, it's fine. More mana for them. They have a lot of mana. Alright, we're going to go ahead and counter the Krasis. Pass back to them. They do have a lot of mana, so they can start doing 2 spells in 1 turn, which is a little problematic, because that's 4, 8. They have 8 mana. We're just going to pass to them. We have Frilled Mystic times 3 plus Sinister Sabotage. Pretty soon we'll be able to turn the corner. Get a little bit of damage on them. The issue here now is they can double cast Omnath. At least they only have 2 elementals. The green, so they don't have blue. Okay, now they do. Now they can do another Omnath. That's Nissa mana. Neo form means that this can go get them their Risen Reef. So we do want to get, like... How do we get out of this spot here? Oh, Living Twister. I don't think we ever beat that. To be completely honest, I don't think we ever beat that. Nice. Opponent bounced the land back. Looking to pick off our Frilled Mystic, I think. Although, in all honesty, maybe it's better to just... Okay. Nope, never mind. Totally fine. No attackers. We got to pass back to them. I mean, if they keep bouncing lands, that's kind of good for us, right? Yep. No blocks. They're shocking. I'll just counter that for the sake of countering it. This way I get to hold up Sinister Sabotage mana and Trickster mana. Okay, so they are going to bounce 2 lands. Or they have to bounce a land. Sure, any one of them. They bounce another land and they can blow up my Brineborn, I guess. I think they're... Yeah, okay, I see what they're... Yeah, the plan is just for them to beat down with the creatures they do have and no longer use the lands. They have all the mana they need with Leafkin Druid, all the mana dorks. They know we don't have many ways to actually kill everything. Seems solid. It's a solid plan. Interesting. Let's go ahead and play Trickster. On their upkeep, that's when we'll go ahead and play the Trickster. Tap down Living Twister. Try to just be able to hold up Negate here. Sure, that's fine. They're bouncing a land back. Great news. I mean, I see no reason for them to... I don't think they need to fire off this land right now. Solves. Tap down Living Twister. I mean, yeah, they can bounce the other land too. That's interesting. Are they really... I think they might just blow up all their lands. Alright, well, I guess we just need like a Night Pack Ambusher. Yep. That works with me. That's all their lands. Good news, now they're out of ammunition, I guess. Correction. I was wrong. They are not. Let's not let them draw. Living Twister can attack. We will not fight that. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. No attacks, because we're going to try to make it so that they swing in with the Living Twister so we can block it. Actually, do we even want to block Living Twister? Probably not. We should have swung. I don't even want to block the Living Twister, to be completely honest with you. This feels bad. Because they're still going to draw cards. Sure. Pass to the opponent. What are they doing now? Yeah, I'll just take the damage again. I'm waiting. There's got to be a window where we can just jam Night Pack. Nope. I mean, we need another land, unfortunately. We'll have to see how about that, but if we can get a land, it won't be that bad. Oh, jeez. All right. Okay, this time it's different. At least, hold on. They only have... So they actually have to, like, trade off all these threats. If they swing... Yeah, that's fine. Sure. They swing right now. They can only deal damage with one red source. One red source. They have 4 mana. I can leave up my mana here. I mean, I guess I can move that in front of them if I really wanted to. That's a lot of lands for them to have to bounce back. They only have 1 red source. Sure. I don't want to take too much damage. Let this go. Now we can hold up counterspells. 2 counterspells specifically. And that's exactly where we want to be. So... no attacks. Because they would just send a ton of things back. They would block. Okay, that's fine. I think I have to actually double block this Living Twister, unfortunately. If I don't, I think they kill us. Yep. And they probably tap to send another land back. But do they have double red? They don't have double red. I think they needed a shock for that other steam vents. Okay. Oh, perfect draw. Perfect draw. Blocks like that. I'm going to play Nightpack Ambusher. We now can hold up the negate mana. Counter the Neoform. Cool. This is fine. So now we start attacking with all of our wolves that we're about to make. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so this is looking pretty good for us. Just literally counter everything they do, right? Can't let them get too much card advantage. You don't want to waste... I'll counter this too. It's fine. Nice! And we got there. And we got there. Running from lines. Good luck, opponent. We're on a pretty major win streak right now. That might change. This deck doesn't mulligan all that well. I'll keep. We do have 2 forms of counter magic. Hopefully we just draw some lands. Nope. Not it. Alright. Maybe they'll cast into this. Nope. And we didn't draw the land we needed, so we're just going to pass. Ooh, falling behind on this one. This one's not looking great for us. I mean, I hate doing this, but they're about to find out we have a Frilled Mystic. Sure. I'll try to counter this. And it'll probably eat a Spell Pierce or something. They could resolve a Mu Yanling now. The Sky Dancer could hit the board. On land, thank you. So it's a mirror match. Nice. So now we know there's a lot of nothing about to happen for quite some time. Just gonna play a Merfolk Trickster. See what happens. Frilled Mystic. Sure. Can't counter that anyways. Plus, I'd rather them use that. Okay. Okay, that's not bad, right? Actually, this could get Spell Pierce. That's pretty bad. If this gets Spell Pierce, they resolve everything. Actually, yeah, this is too much of a risk to play right now. I'm too far behind on lands. They're on 5 lands. I'm 2 behind. And I just gotta accept my fate here and assume that this Frilled Mystic will live for the time being. Until I at least get to maybe negate something? Or do they have another Frilled Mystic? A second Frilled Mystic does really turn up the clock here. Like, if it's just a counterspell or something like that, that's not the end of the world. But, oh, come on. That's brutal. Yeah. Unfortunately, this is just the way it goes. You know, like, yeah, I kept a 2-lander. My fault. On the draw. But this one's over. Dragoon Heart. Good luck, opponent. Let's see here. We are X and 1 right now. So we've won 5, lost 1. This is the last match of the league, of our run. Let's see if we can climb back or bounce back after that last loss. Last one was a little bit unfortunate. We just kind of kept 2-lander like this. Got super punished. Never drew a 3rd land for quite some time. I'm going to keep this because we're on the draw. Even though Syncopate isn't the greatest on the draw, I don't know. I mean, I'm liking our hand. Our hand seems, it almost seems very mono blue, but we should be fine. What are they playing? Green. I don't know, maybe make them think that we're some kind of slow, dirtily deck. Breeding Pool could be just like a mass manipulation kind of deck. Who knows? That island over to there. We're just going to move cards around. This is how I'd normally be playing in real life anyways. Be shuffling my cards all over the place. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Alright. Already in a bad spot. I don't know how we beat that. I guess if they never resolve something with Explorer, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, pass back to them again. See what happens now. They have another creature? Hopefully not. I hope they have a nice grip of nothing. No, that's not nothing. That's useful. I'm going to have to counter this. Just to keep it off the field. And to scry. Or surveil. You know, I kind of want a second green source. These islands aren't going to do it for me. Yeah, they got the Branch Walker. But, I mean, I'd rather have them have this plus a Branch Walker than double Branch Walker into this, so. Or I guess I could have just let them have the Wild Growth Branch Walker and then hoped that, like, nothing. I mean, no, from here on out, I can still counter, though. And the reason why I use Sabotage over Essence Scatter is because I can do 2 spells in 1 turn. I go Grindstone, go Essence Scatter. Right, takes 5 here. No blocks. Pass. Yeah, definitely need a second forest pretty soon. Turn on our Frilled Mystics. Huh. Yeah, I'll counter this. Just in case. I'll take 3 from the Branch Walker. Alright. Pass the opponent. Don't need that. I need a forest. If I don't find that forest soon, I'm in trouble. Ooh, a moo. Man, I want to... No. Only 5 damage. I can kill not enough here, actually. So I'll just send in 1. Leave the Spectral Sailor back as a way to have some crazy blocks. Right. Oh, come on. So this is now... That's only 5 damage? I also need both. They only have 5 damage on board. This is good for us. I need them not to play an Explorer creature, unfortunately, because I don't have a green source right now. Or, I mean, they can play a creature as long as it's not, like, another Explorer creature, I guess. That's, like, tolerable. Otherwise, I'm in a very bad spot. Ugh, sure. Pretty good. Sure, that's pretty good. Alright, let's try to draw a card. Spectral Sailor. No. No! Where are all my lands? Alright, well. Guess we're passing. Your turn. Please be a non-creature spell. I kind of want to let this resolve, to be completely honest with you. But I know I probably shouldn't. Like, I really want to let that resolve, but oh, nice. And we got there. Well, that's quite the conclusion to the league there. We went a total of 6-1, dropping a match to some mana issues. And then, you know, we did film another match that was also just a mana issue game, so I decided to refilm it. So technically the deck was a total of 6-2 if we count one of the matches, but that one was just super bad mana issues, so I figured for the video, let's go ahead and let's play a match outside of that isn't just me sitting there on 2 lands and never drawing anything. So the deck went in total 6-2. If you once again with the you know, the match off screen, but the deck still feels solid, still above a 50% win rate, still doing what you want it to do. Just, you know, like being able to just do everything on your opponent's turn, and sometimes you mind game your opponent. Sometimes you don't even have anything. You don't even have the right thing. It could just be a Spectral Sailor ability that's making it so your hand pauses. So sometimes these style of decks can super get into people's heads and make them play around things that aren't there, and also go through loops that, you know, they wouldn't normally, which could potentially like delay them a turn, which gives you a chance to draw into something. I didn't get to play Mu Yanling Skydancer enough to really tell you if she's worth the craft in this deck. I just like Mu Yanling. So I decided to throw her in here, and as I told you in the beginning, but I guess the jury's still out. I think that she can be very sweet. She can do a lot of work. That 4/4 bird is pretty sweet, although the fact that the bird can get bounced by a Teferi does feel bad. Just don't let a Teferi resolve. Simple as that, right? I mean, we played against Esper. We just didn't let him resolve anything, and it turns out that worked out just fine. So thank you so much for watching another episode of Single Scoop. As always, it is I, yours truly, your host, Krim, also known as the Asian Avenger. Just reminding you that if you like the content we make here, make sure to leave a like and a sub, and to hit that bell icon to be notified when a brand new video goes up on MTGGoldfish.com. It is I, your friendly neighborhood, the Asian Avenger, signing out. I'll see you at the next one.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, help us out by clicking that like button down below. And to keep up on all the latest and greatest, click that subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell icon to get alerts whenever we have new videos. And if you want to, check out some of our other sweet videos here and here.